Milltown's Best video.
What's going on, everybody? It's me, Supa Dave, and of course you're watching Milltown's Best. Guys, I go online like I normally do every morning, and I plan to check my YouTube subscriptions. And of course, I check my recommended feed, and a video by none other than ChrisTheNarc pops up. For those of you who don't know, ChrisTheNarc is Keemstar's old producer on the Keemstar Show. I've been dipping my toe in the commentary space now for a couple months, and if there's one thing I learned is there are a lot of wannabe insiders in this group, this community. There are a lot of people that say they are content creators but are not actually putting the work in and grinding. Well, guys, a lot of people are taking this Edwin situation and they're trying to use it as their foot in the door. I've been accused of that with my newest video that I put out on Edwin. By the way, guys, thank you for watching that video. It's getting awesome reviews, and it really means a lot to me that you guys are liking the content. But anyways, guys, I was in Edwin's stream the other night, and this is after he did his ever so famous 1 hour bomb of a stream. He went on Sunday night and decided to do another stream. Well, in this stream, there was repeated super chats and repeated attempts to get Edwin to answer certain questions. Now, I just thought these questions were from just an average run-of-the-mill fan of Edwin's. Well, come to find out that this is a mark backstage. And now when I say mark in the professional wrestling business, a mark is somebody that is obsessed. They're a fan, they're gullible, they're easily conned out of their money. So I look at this guy as a mark. He was trying to get Edwin to answer questions, and the worst thing that you could possibly do if you want to make it as a content creator is leak conversations. And well, I hate to say it, this would-be wannabe upstart of a creator goes running to ChrisTheNarc and releases DMs, releases conversations. Seriously, I understand your content is what you choose it to be, but when you go around and you get a reputation for being the guy that leaks conversation, leaks DMs, leaks everything, and you're using it to better yourself, seriously, no one's going to want to work with you, and no one's going to give your videos a chance. Seriously, this guy has ruined his reputation before it even got started. Before this guy's toes have even got wet, he's done in my book. I will not give this content creator another chance. And to be honest, before we even get into this video that ChrisTheNarc uploaded, let's talk a little bit about ChrisTheNarc. ChrisTheNarc, the would-be producer, who honestly, he was so proud of that producer title. I doubt the man honestly knows what a producer actually does. I doubt he has no real knowledge of talk radio or audio broadcasts or anything of the like. His whole experience of what a producer is goes back to H3 Podcast and Dan. By the way, isn't it funny that not that many people talk about Dan's last name, Swordlove? The guy has a pretty good resume, but most people just look at him as the H3 producer. I think somewhere in Chris's warped little mind, he thought he was on that level, but this guy was messing up nonstop. I mean, there wasn't one show that went by that he didn't completely screw it up. And of course, Keem, being the professional he is, he tried covering for him, but that could only go on for so long. So now ChrisTheNarc is making his channel, and he is just under 5K subs, I think, maybe 6K. I think it's 4.6 thousand subs he has, so he's not quite at 5,000 subs. And for him to be releasing this content, and you know, Chris is always on Twitter and out here saying he's like an insider. He's a well-known mark. In the wrestling business, we would call him a money mark. Essentially, ChrisTheNarc is trying to position himself with all the right people in hopes of bettering his career. I haven't seen any substantial gain in subscribers, anything. The only time he really was growing was when he was under Keemstar's tutelage. But anyways, I'm gonna throw to this video now that ChrisTheNarc uploaded, and just tell me how this feels to you guys. Does this just spew unprofessionalism? And I'm not just talking about unprofessionalism by the would-be creator. I'm talking about unprofessionalism on the behalf of ChrisTheNarc. Let's go to it right now, guys.
So let's just get started at part one. What exactly happened? So I understand that you were restreaming Edwin. I saw your stream.
Yeah, so
First of all, restreams, in my opinion, are completely lazy content. There is absolutely no room in this world for content restreaming. Honestly, there are lawsuits that are going on about this. You guys gotta stop restreaming other people's broadcasts. At that point, it is no longer fair use. You are actually interrupting business affairs, and you are constantly stealing statistics and views away from the content that is actually being broadcast. So, in my opinion, restreams, stream snipes, those are all taboo. They should not be allowed, and I think we need to really start cracking down on those people who are trying to make a career off of broadcasting other people's content. And now I don't mean critique, I don't mean commentary, I mean complete flat out rebroadcast. This man just said, I caught your restream of Edwin's stream. I bet you that's still at least 10 views away from Edwin.
And I was in his DMs, like, messaging him, and I was like, do you want me to just screen share our DMs? I can do that.
Yeah, sure. If you want.
Do you want me to screenshot our DMs? Seriously, this is the commentary, these little Discordian kids, this is how they live their life. What happened to good old professionalism and business, where you seriously keep stuff close to your chest for the viewer's enjoyment? Seriously, you are not working on some hot scoop. This guy had some three-way sex, and we're seriously investigating it like it is some serious murder or serious rape allegation, and it's not. It is not any of that. But ChrisTheNarc feels the need to talk to people, and this guy feels the need to screenshot conversations with a creator, and you wonder why there are so many trust issues in this community.
I want to do that. Just give me like a full breakdown detail of everything that was discussed to the best of your knowledge, because I know you didn't record on your end.
You can feel like Chris feels like he's getting this real big scoop. There is no scoop here except for two people who cannot keep their lips shut, and I don't understand how you plan on making it in the right circles in YouTube if you cannot have a reputation for being private and keeping business as business.
Well, I wasn't recording, but I did take notes throughout.
Okay.
I don't know.
So you took,
yeah.
Who
you
takes
took
notes
throughout of what he was saying?
Yes.
Okay. So what do we got?
So this is during the stream. I donated and said, can you answer this question? Which was basically, can you just give a retelling of what happened between you and Babs?
If you watch the stream, he did talk about that as much as he felt comfortable about. You can't make the man make content he doesn't want to make, whether you gave him $1.99 or not. I don't mean to be so rude and come like I'm so angry, but I've dealt with this for years in the professional wrestling business, and I'll tell that story in a second. But this is no way to get where you need to go.
And then he said, started like calling people out in the chat. So I sent him my Discord tag and said I would call in. And then he ended the stream. I said,
No, he did not start calling people out in chat. He called you out in chat because you were so persistent about getting this dumb question answered, and all he said is he didn't recognize your name. He didn't recall you being in his chat before. So right there, you are mistelling the narrative, and you are not telling the story truthful. You are putting a spin on this story in hopes of making friends with ChrisTheNarc? What is the point of that? There is no hot scoop. Edwin coming back, to be honest, guys, there is not a lot of views in that. You guys just saw what Edwin's return video pulled. It's not even at 10K views yet, and we're past 24 hours. So for you guys to act like this is some hot scoop and it's not anything other than a bunch of marks who are trying to get a scoop, it's befuddling to me, guys, that I'm even talking about this, but I'm talking about it out of anger because it's sad that we cannot have professionalism in a commentary community. As I am trying to build a channel, I need to worry about these type of people that are going to watch every message and screenshot every message somebody says as if they're gonna get the scoop. They're not. There's no scoop to be had here.
You said you would take callers. So he said he's not interested in debating. I know I charged a few people, but I'm sorry if I did misled you. And now I took a screenshot of this and actually tweeted it out.
Why would you do that? Why would you tweet out a private conversation you had with the creator? Are you trying to build relationships or destroy relationships? Regardless of what Edwin was accused of, he is a human being. And now if he has to sit here and worry about every single fan interaction he has, like every conversation's gonna get sold to a tabloid, like ChrisTheNarc is People magazine, this is ridiculous, guys. How about we actually do some quality work, some quality content, and put out some videos that people will enjoy. I feel like everything is an attack these days. Why can't we peacefully live and make this community one of the most thriving communities in YouTube? It's a sad day when the van lifers and the homestead channels and all these niche communities are more tight-knit and more well-spoken and well put together, and you don't have to worry about this in these other communities. The commentary community has some serious issues, and it is with people like these two, ChrisTheNarc and whoever this unnamed small creator is who did this to Edwin. This is corrupt. This is vile. And I swear, if anybody comes into my DMs with this nonsense, you're gonna get nothing. You're gonna get nothing, and this is gonna sour the whole punch bowl. Seriously.
I haven't shared any of the stuff below this though.
Gotcha.
And then I just said, I'm basically just explaining to him like why he's like dumb, because he said give me respect and I'll answer your question.
Why Edwin's dumb? I'm just explaining to you why Edwin's dumb. Bro, you are the one who's asking Edwin to explain in depth a sexual encounter he had. Where are your sexual encounters? When was the last time you got your willy wet? Seriously, man, you're sitting here so worried about what Edwin does that you're willing to run to ChrisTheNarc and just talk about everything. You put a $2 dono out there in hopes that that's going to give you some grand exposure, some grand news. Well, dude, you got me talking about you, but it's for all the wrong reasons, bro. I'm going to give this video I'm only 1 minute and 13 seconds into this. Guys, I am livid about this behavior. It is driving me nuts. And I don't know to be more mad at this kid or to be more mad at ChrisTheNarc for thinking that this was going to score him some views.
Question, but I DM'd you and super chatted the question. You answered. You already said something along the lines of, I've already said all I want about that, and I'm not here to please the chat. So he says, right, I'm not interested in sharing details beyond what I said both yesterday. Oh, sorry, I don't know why that popped up. Yesterday and today. I said,
why wouldn't you cut this?
True. I hope that.
Seriously, Chris, where's your editing, bro? See, you could have cut that. You could have put a jump cut right in there. Where's your fucking jump cut?
Aren't in quotations. Then you need to respond and prove it, or else what am I left to believe?
Why do you say he needs to do anything? Because you gave him a dono? That's why he needs to do it? Wow, the audacity of some people. Some people really think they are entitled to the world of these creators. Mind you, these creators are out here trying to entertain you. They are not out here to service you. You are demanding answers of this man about his personal sexual life. It's wrong to me for you to presume you are the all being that deserves every answer and show him no respect. You just called him dumb, but you want him to answer your questions about sex? Think about what you're doing, bro. Think about what you're doing.
He says the allegations that me and Salva were pushy or what? Yes, at this point, that's the only serious, really serious allegation is what I meant. Edwin, I don't hear anything, but everyone wants a response. I think this message right here.
Yeah, I'm out on this video. 1 minute and 49 seconds, Chris. That's how long I gave you on this video. That shows me your content is not where it needs to be, pal. Seriously, I am furious. If this was in the professional wrestling business, this guy would have been blackballed so long ago. I know this guy that was a pro wrestling promoter, and he was just a partner in the business, and he simply told how much one wrestler was making, and this was a big former WWF guy. And all he did was mention how much, and he mentioned it to another fan, how much they were paying this guy. It got back to the other promoters, and the man got outed for simply mentioning how much of a payday a guy was getting. This stuff is sickening. There's no room for it in any industry, and that includes the commentary community. So Chris, please think before you think you're getting a scoop. It is not a scoop. Chris, please learn how to produce better content. As you can tell, I'm not subscribed. I mean, seriously, you came up in my recommended, but seriously, he's at 637 views, and it's all on Edwin's back. Not because of what this kid did, not because of any scoop, and I bet you, let me guess the average view duration on this, I'd guess 2 minutes. I guess the average view duration is probably 2 minutes on this. So, Chris, if that's a home run to you, good for you, bro. But please, man, there should be no room for leaked conversations. That should be saved for, ultimate betrayal, ultimate backstabbing. This guy had some sex. This guy did some things, and he lied. But seriously, now this man Edwin has to worry about every single conversation. And you title this video, Edwin is talking with small channels, like it's something so bad. Why is it bad to talk with a small channel? It seems like these small channels have a stigma, and they shouldn't. Some of the best people I've been talking to lately are small channels. And it feels good to have a group of people that want to grow with you and join the team as it's young and still blooming like a rose. Seriously, guys, I'm out on this. I just wanted to make a quick little video and put this out that this is absolutely disgusting behavior and there should be absolutely no room for this in the commentary community. And I will not co-sign any of this. And Chris, you disgust me for platforming this type of stuff.